today we have our Benny boy, someone would say the best character in the game, and yeah, we could say that in one way, but he's not basically the best, but hey, in the things that he do, he is definitely. So yeah, the only build that we are going to talk about, so we are not going to talk about DPS build. I know many people did make it, and I do know that it does provide a ridiculous damage from the skill and even from the burst. I did try to make it and I did get some crazy results as well. But we are not going to talk about DPS build. The only build that should be built on him is going to be booster slash healer build, support, however you want to call it. So yeah, we are going to talk only about that. Now, the first thing, as always, we are going to talk about weapon. The most important thing is going to be this base attack. So it is 608 on the Skyward Blade. I did put Skyward Blade because of energy recharge. Okay, you will need a lot of energy recharge on your Bennett just because you want your burst to be active all the time. So you have some other options. Let's say Mist Splitter. It is for DPS character, I know, but when it comes to the boosting, you want to watch only base attack, and it is, well, almost 70 higher than the Skyward Blade, so it's going to boost a little bit more than the weapon that I have equipped at the moment. So that's the only thing that you want to watch. So the first thing that you want to watch. The second thing is going to be energy recharge. And if you have some other weapon, no, this is increasing that one. I'm not really sure which one is. Okay, it doesn't matter. I know that one weapon has in the substat that you get increased energy recharge. So if you have and this one, this sacrificial sword, if you don't have some of the 5 stars, that's going to be probably the best one on him. But let's get back to this. If you have energy recharge in the substat and your base attack is actually high, then definitely try that one out and see if it is going to be enough energy recharge for your usage of your Bennett. So the most important thing, the maximum boost is going to be with the highest base attack, but if you don't have enough energy recharge, then you're going to be definitely using the ER weapon, and you will not care that much about base attack, although Skyward Blade, as I said, is not that far away from the Mist Splitter and the other weapons. So yeah, just don't worry about it that much. It's not going to boost that incredibly more, so few thousand of damage, it's just not that important. It's more important that you can get your burst every single rotation, so just keep that in mind. Next on the list we have artifacts. So basically the best set on him is going to be Noblesse, and that's it. So no other option, because if you're using him, let's say with the Raiden, or I don't know, let's say even Arlecchino, I don't think that you will have some other character with the Noblesse set. Just to waste this 20% of attack boost from the artifacts, I think that we don't need to talk about the options that much. So let's just switch back to the artifact substats and the main stat. So the substats, you will definitely want to watch out for the HP and the energy recharge, because if you have more energy recharge, then you will have your burst every single rotation. If you have more HP, then he's going to heal more. So only these two are important. But hey, I love to have enough crit rate and crit damage as well on artifacts if possible. So yeah, this is, let's say, perfect one. And when it comes to descent, ER sand, definitely. Goblet HP 1 definitely, and I don't know why did I get 20% of defense, but let's skip it. The last one is going to be healing bonus, and if you can get the ER and HP in the substats, that's going to be perfect. But when it comes to the circlet, I did try the HP one, and yes, you definitely want to go for the healing bonus because it's going to provide much more healing in the end. Talents. Well, if you're using him just for the boost and just for healing, then you will want to max out. And when I say max out, definitely go and crown your burst. This regeneration is going to get higher and the attack bonus ratio is going to get higher. So definitely crown your burst. Skill and normal attack, well, just as I said, you don't really care about that. If you're going to try out some ridiculous DPS builds, because hey, why not? Well, definitely go and try out with the max out skill, but it's not really that important. You don't really need to care about that, and it's not going to provide that much damage, so it's not really worth it. Just to say it once again, 1, 1 and 10. And we have some interesting passive skills which are more related to DPS build, but hey, it is what it is. So the cooldown is lowered for the skill, and if you are inside your burst when you drop it from the Bennett, then cooldown is reduced even more. And one interesting thing, when you use your skill and it knocks you back, well, this time it is not going to happen. The last thing that we have to talk about are going to be Constellations. So the C1 is actually going to help you because you will have no HP restriction, and I didn't mention it when I talked about talents, but with the C1 you don't have any restrictions and you will get the attack boost every single time. Before you had to wait to heal up, but now you get the attack and you have some additional attack and 20% to be exact. So this is quite nice constellation for the first one, definitely. And moving on to the C2, Bennett is healing only to the 70%. Although yes, if you have, let's say, 8k healing, you will pass that 70%, but if he falls down below 70, then his energy recharge is going to be increased by 30%, and that's going to be incredible because if you get hit by some stronger enemy, then you will fall below 70% of HP definitely. And to have that 30% energy recharge is going to help you a lot. Although if you did build him good enough, then you don't really need it. But hey, it might help the other characters as well, so just count all of that into that one orb. C4, it's more related to the, let's say, DPS build back again with the passive talents and the C4. Just because you can, let's call it fast skill attack. Just because you can smash your normal attack while you are trying to use your skill and get some additional damage from all of that. So definitely allowing some DPS capabilities to expand. So yeah, although we are not building him that way, and yes, I know that we can build him all 3 in 1, but it's not going to work that good. Moving DPS build to the side, we will try him in the future as a DPS, just because I want to try out some things and I do need more artifacts for that, so you will need to wait a little bit. But hey, booster, healer, so C4 is not helping us at all. C6. C6 is incredible. You're getting 15% pyro damage bonus, and weapons are going to get infused with pyro. So let's say Arlecchino is going to benefit from all of this. the most out of all characters. And I know that if you activate this, that you're missing out some things with the specific characters, but just to get this boost for some new characters which you should go for, well, I do believe that it is worth it, and that you should not keep your Bennett at C5, which was talked about for years. Definitely talked about for years, and there are still many people who refuse to go and activate that C6. But hey, it is worth it, and just don't listen to the others. You get only benefits for your pyro DPSs, you don't lose anything. Even Hu Tao is going to benefit because you will get the pyro damage while you are waiting for her skill. And why wouldn't you activate it? That's the only question. Why wouldn't you? Now the last thing, teams for Bennett. This is going to be too easy. Every single character that is attack scaling is going to benefit from Bennett, and you will want to have your Bennett in that team. So let's just start with the pyro DPSs, Yoimiya, Hu Tao, and let's say Arlecchino, even Gaming and some other 4-star characters like Yanfei. So every single character that has attack scaling capabilities is going to benefit from Bennett, and Bennett is going to be, if not the best, one of the best boosters for that character. Now the second thing, just because Bennett is healer as well, if you don't know who to put in your, let's say, second team, just because your first team doesn't need Bennett and is too good to put him, or DPS doesn't scale with the attack, it doesn't matter. If second team has some DPS that doesn't scale with the attack, but still you need a healer, you can put your Bennett, because Bennett is healing just, I don't know, it's just ridiculous healing, okay? You can put even Nilus weapon and imagine just how incredible that healing is. I think that I got over 11k on him, but we will have all of different testings on many characters, and we will do some ridiculous things with absolutely everyone that I have. So yeah, you can go over 10k healing with Bennett, and that's just to say the least ridiculous. And just because of healing and just because of the attack boosting, at the moment you can put Bennett in absolutely every single team with absolutely every single character. Every single character is going to have some benefit from Bennett, so either healing or the attack boost. It is what it is. To end this video of probably the best character in the game, or at least one of the best boosters, well, I can't say too much, but I can say that Hoyoverse could have done some tests in the beginning of the game before they released characters and before they released it, just because if they did test Bennett to the full potential of absolutely everything he can do, then he would have been nerfed. But he didn't get any nerfs, and we are lucky to have him as he is today. So yeah. Anyways guys, I will see you in the next one. Enjoy your Bennett build. I hope that I will hear some incredible things from you in the comments, some incredible healings or some crazy boost probably. It depends what weapons do you have and just how much HP did you get in substats. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.